You use them every day. They look solid, permanent, unbothered. And yet, they are slowly dissolving in your mouth like tiny mineral sacrifices. No explosions, no warning signs, just quiet destruction caused by snacks, bacteria, and very bad timing. Teeth are supposed to be tough. They crush bones, bite apples, and survive decades of questionable decisions. So how do they lose fights to cookies? I'm Professor Everything, and today we'll be answering the question, why do our teeth decay? Right here on Explaining Everything. Tooth decay doesn't start with holes. It starts with bacteria throwing a dinner party on your teeth. Your mouth is home to hundreds of bacterial species. Most are harmless. Some are useful. And a few are absolute menaces. The troublemakers love sugar and carbohydrates. When you eat, they eat. And when they eat, they produce acid as a byproduct. That acid is the real villain. Tooth enamel, the hard outer shell of your teeth, is made mostly of minerals like hydroxyapatite. It's strong, but it's not indestructible. Acid lowers the pH in your mouth and begins dissolving those minerals in a process called demineralization. Think of it like a very slow, chemical sandblaster aimed directly at your smile. What makes this worse is that bacteria don't need constant feeding. They just need opportunity. Even leftover starches from bread, rice, or chips break down into sugars that bacteria happily convert into acid. So while you think you're being responsible by avoiding candy, your mouth bacteria are hosting a full-carb conference behind your back. From their perspective, your diet is generous, consistent, and deeply enabling. And here's the unfair part. This acid attack doesn't stop immediately after you finish eating. Your mouth can stay acidic for 20 to 30 minutes after a snack. If you snack all day, your teeth are basically living in an acid bath with no breaks. Your teeth aren't helpless. Enamel can actually repair itself up to a point. Saliva is the unsung hero here. It neutralizes acids, washes away food particles, and supplies minerals like calcium and phosphate to help remineralize weakened enamel. Fluoride makes this process even stronger by helping enamel rebuild into a more acid-resistant form. This creates a constant tug-of-war. Acid from bacteria pulls minerals out. Saliva and fluoride put minerals back in. As long as remineralization keeps up, your teeth survive. But when acid attacks happen too often or last too long, the balance tips. Enamel loses more minerals than it can regain. Once enamel is significantly damaged, your body can't grow it back. There's no enamel regeneration patch coming in the next software update. That's when microscopic weak spots turn into visible cavities. And once bacteria reach the softer dentin underneath enamel, decay speeds up dramatically. It's like cracking the armor, and discovering the inside is much easier to chew through. Sugar isn't evil, but mouth bacteria treat it like premium fuel. Simple sugars are easy to digest, which means bacteria can convert them into acid extremely fast. Sticky foods are especially dangerous because they cling to teeth longer, extending acid exposure. But frequency matters more than quantity. Eating a big dessert once does less damage than sipping sweet drinks or snacking repeatedly all day. Each exposure resets the acid timer. Your teeth never get a chance to recover. And it's not just sweets. Fruit juices, sports drinks, soda, and even healthy snacks can be acidic or sugar-rich enough to cause damage. Some drinks are acidic before bacteria even get involved. That's a double attack: acid from the drink plus acid from bacteria. Meanwhile, dry mouth makes everything worse. Less saliva means less buffering, less repair, and faster decay. That's why dehydration, mouth breathing, certain medications, and sleep can all quietly increase cavity risk. Your teeth aren't failing randomly. They're responding to chemistry. The sneakiest thing about tooth decay is how boring it is. No pain, no drama, just gradual damage happening out of sight. By the time you feel pain, decay has usually reached deeper layers of the tooth, closer to the nerves. At that point, the problem didn't suddenly appear. It's been building for months or years. This is why brushing, flossing, and fluoride matter so much. They don't just clean teeth, they disrupt bacterial communities, shorten acid attacks, and strengthen enamel before damage becomes permanent. Cavities aren't caused by one bad day. They're caused by patterns, repetition. Tiny chemical decisions are stacking up until enamel finally gives up. So why do our teeth decay? Because bacteria eat what we eat, release acid, weaken enamel, and repeat the process, especially when sugar is frequent and saliva is scarce. Tooth decay isn't sudden, and it isn't mysterious. It's slow chemistry happening on a tight schedule. Your teeth aren't fragile. They're just fighting biology with limited backup, which means the real secret to healthy teeth isn't perfection. It's fewer snacks, better timing, and not giving bacteria a midnight buffet. Because cavities aren't bad luck. They're science with crumbs. If you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.